What's happening with all my people out there in the free world today, man? Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It is yours truly, Duroc Crip. It is an absolute pleasure to be back amongst family at this round table, man. Salute to all of y'all that took the time out to come sit at this round table with me. You know what I'm saying? As I run this little story down to y'all, it's not a prison story today. It's actually a story about a situation that took place with me back in the year of 1991. High speed chase, you know what I'm saying? That involved myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, how it all started, um, we was, me and my homies, you know what I'm saying? We was having a picnic at Pudding Stone Park. Those of y'all that's familiar with Pudding Stone Park, you know what time it is. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like different hoods, out the San Gabriel Valley, uh, go to Pudding Stone Park, throw their meetings, the picnics or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So, that's no exception to us, you know what I mean? So bam, 1991. And I think the homies was shooting a music video at that time too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Poet T and Relly Real. You know what I'm saying? Those of y'all that's familiar with any Duroc music, you know what I'm saying, of the present and past, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should be familiar with Poet T Posse. You know what I'm saying? They were some of the first rappers out of, you know what I'm saying, my section, that came out that made a little bit of noise, when they was doing their thing. But anyway, I think they were shooting a music video at Pudding Stone Park as well as us having a picnic there. This was 1991. Okay, so bam. Now, I could have got to that picnic, you know what I'm saying, with my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I actually was supposed to go with them, you know what I mean? But I remember like that day, that mind you, 1991, I was 18. I think I had just turned 18 in 1991. I'm fresh out of juvenile camp. You know what I'm saying? Being fresh out of juvenile camp, man, hey, man, look, I was a young mess up. I was a screw up, point blank period. You know what I mean? And I've been like that all my life. You know what I mean? So, bam, year 1991, I'm fresh out of juvenile camp, fresh out of Camp Gonzales. You know what I mean? Those of y'all that's been locked up, as a juvenile, y'all know what time it is with Camp Gonzales, man. You know what I mean? But look, I want to get to this party. I mean, this picnic, you know what I'm saying? But I want to show up, as my own man, as my own person. Although, like I told you, I could have went with the homies, right? But I got a homeboy by the name of Lil Drac. Shout out to Count. Shout out to Big Lil Drac, Big Count, man. Um, I used to ride around with him. He had a white Seville. You know what I'm saying? And I low key loved that Seville because it was the homies. And I looked up to the homie Lil Drac. You know what I'm saying? And this was before he sustained the injury that he has now. He's in a wheelchair now. Back then, at that time, he wasn't. Okay, so I used to ride around with him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like him and his family was like my extended family, man. So you always see me either with him or with his brother, the homie Spook Loke, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Or the homie Devil, Big Devil. You know what I mean? So bam. Anyway, I kind of like that Seville the homie had. You know what I'm saying? So this particular day, I'm walking down the street, man, and the thought came to my head like, what if I'm able to pop up at the picnic? You know what I mean? At the music video in a car of my own, right? Now, this is a juvenile way of thinking. To those of y'all that's wondering, like, I didn't have a car then. Like I said, I was fresh out of juvenile camp, 18 years old, didn't have too much of anything going on for myself. You know what I'm saying? Other than wreaking havoc on my own community. You know what I mean? Stuff I shouldn't have been doing, silly, stupid stuff I shouldn't have, been involving myself in. So anyway, this particular day, I'm walking down the street and that thought is in my head. And just so happened while I'm having that thought, I'm walking down this particular street in the hood, and I remember I was going to my homeboy Whack house. My homie Wax stayed on West Walnut. You know what I'm saying? West Walnut was the street, that me and quite a few of my homeboys occupied on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And I'm on my way up there, and I remember I'm walking down the street, and I come by this apartment complex, right, where they have garages on the back end of the street. So bam, when I get up on the apartment complex, I see two white people, kind of older. You know what I'm saying? They out there washing their car. Just so happened this car was a silver Seville, right? Now, yeah, like I said, I grew a fascination for the Sevilles based on the homie Lil Drac had that white one. You know what I'm saying? And I used to ride around with him in it all the time. So when I seen this one, I'm like, ooh, if I was able to get this and pull up, you know what I'm saying, in this, like, man, I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? So bam, as I'm walking by, I see them. They out there shining it up. You know what I'm saying? I guess the white lady that was out there with the white dude was his wife. You know what I'm saying? So they out there, they getting it nice, clean. You know what I'm saying? All that, right? The Seville was clean. You know what I mean? So bam, as I'm walking by, the thought is in my head, but I'm like, nah, I just got out of jail. I'm not trying to go back, man, for no GTA. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go back. So I'm doing everything in my head to convince myself not to do this stupid stuff that I eventually end up doing. So as I'm walking, I get a little ways past them, and then I'm like, you know what? F it, man. F it, right? So I make my way back down there. They still out there, wiping down the car, shining it up and all that, right? They got the driver's side door open, right? Music in the car playing, all that, right? So I'm walking. I'm getting up on the car. They not even paying attention to what they don't see me coming until I'm actually inside the car. I make my way inside the car. That's when they game wake up like, hey, right? By that time, it's too late. I done started the car up because the keys was in the ignition. Bust that thing in reverse. Pulled up out of there real fast. The dude is trying to chase the car. I'm gone. I'm out of there. Right? So bam. Now, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna pull up fresh. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, to those of y'all that live the gangster lifestyle and all that, right? Especially back then, GTAs was the thing, man. We called them G rides. You know what I'm saying? So it was not uncommon for you to admit I was known for having a G ride. I was known for it. And I would take them cars, man, and drive them cars around like they was bonds. I would go scoop my homies up. We would go to different cities. You know what I'm saying? Looking for G rides to take from people. And I wanted my homies to have their own G ride. You know what I'm saying? So we would go to different cities looking for different ones to take. And that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm driving down the street. Now the thought is in my head. They seen what I had on and all this and that. So I'm finna go to the house real quick and change my clothes. And I'm finna make my way out to Pudding Stone Park. I'm not finna go pick nobody up. I'm not finna drive around because I just took this car from my own city. You know what I'm saying? And where I took it from, it really wasn't that far away. It was probably like 10 minutes away from my house. You know what I mean? So anyway, my thought, let me get to the house, change my clothes, then I'm on my way to Pudding Stone Park, right? So bam, I'm driving down the street. So I'm like, I'm going to take back streets. That way I know I'm going to be able to get straight to the house, do what I need to do, and then get on, right? So bam, I'm driving down, I make it to Huntington. Those of y'all that's familiar with DeWarty and Monrovia, California, y'all know where Huntington Boulevard is at, right? I'm driving down Huntington, right? I bust a right on Primrose. So bam, while I'm driving down Primrose, it's a old ass truck in front of me. A Mexican is driving this old ass truck. It had lawnmowers and all kind of stuff in the back of the truck, right? So I'm anxious because I know it ain't gonna be too long before they call this in, and the police is going the immediate area. They gonna be looking for this car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get where I need to get, change my clothes, and get up out that city. So this truck is in front of me driving slow as hell. So now I'm honking the horn. Boom, 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 boom. I'm honking the hell out this horn, right? This dude's still driving slow. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go around him. Right? Now I'm on that Primrose, that street isn't typically occupied by the police like that. The route that I'm taking technically is all back streets. You know what I'm saying? So I go around that truck, and as soon as I make my way around that truck, the police is coming off a street called Montana. That's in my hood, right? They coming off of Montana, bro. As soon as I go around that truck, they pulling right off of Montana, and they see me going around it. When I go around it, I go fast, like, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as I bust that move, they coming off Montana. They see me. So they slow down a little bit. When I see them, I slow down a little bit. Try to start driving normal, right? So I bust a left on Montana, the street that they was coming off of. As soon as I bust a left on Montana, I'm driving, I'm looking in the rear view, I see them bust a UE fast. I'm like, oh, it's finna be on and cracking, right? So bam. I get to Myrtle, right? I bust it right on Myrtle. I'm looking in the rear view. I see the police. They driving fast. They on me. So bam, once I bust that right on Myrtle, I punch it. Right? Now my house is technically almost around the corner from where I'm at, but ain't no way I'm finna go to my house and these fools is on me. So bam, once I hit Myrtle, I punch it. And the chase started right there, bro. So look, I'm driving down Myrtle. I get to a street called the Woody Road in my hood, right? Now, the Woody Road is like a little hill. It's a train track right here. You know what I'm saying? The train tracks for everybody from the Woody and Monrovia you know what I'm saying? That's how we separate the high end from the low end. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, when I hit that hill, I fly, I hydroplane, because like I said, it's like a little hill. You know what I'm saying? So bam, I hydroplane, and when I come out the air, the car is bouncing around, so I'm trying to keep control of it. You know what I'm saying? By this time, the police done swooped up. They done got kind of close. You know what I'm saying? So bam, I gain control of the car. Bam, I go down. It's a hamburger stand called Troy's, right, with a little street right next to it, right. So I go down, I bust a right on that little street. You know what I'm saying? And I go down that street. The police go down that street. They own me. They got the lights on me. They blaring all that, right? So bam, I'm like, damn. So while I'm trying to turn this car, it seemed like every time I was turning to hit a corner, the steering was going out, right? The steering was going out, bro. I'm losing control of the car, trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's literally like a battle, you know what I'm saying, between me and the steering wheel. So bam, I come up on Peck Road. I bust it right on Peck Road. I go up Peck Road. Those of y'all that's from my city, what I'm describing to y'all know exactly where I'm at. Santa Fe right here. Santa Fe is a junior high school, which I went to, of course. But I go up Peck Road. Now I'm back on Duroc Road. So bam, I bust it right. And I'm going down Duroc Road. When I get by it's a car wash right there, right? When I get by that car wash, it's a police motorcycle that's coming in my direction, right? Now by this time, bro, it's like a couple of police cars and that police motorcycle. Remember I told you about that police motorcycle. So he's coming in my direction. I'm going, it's literally this the police motorcycle, this me. And we coming like this. And at the last minute, he veered off. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't hit him because I wouldn't stop it. He veered off like that and wrecked into the went up on the curve and wrecked into the car wash. Right? I keep going straight down Duarte Road. Right? Past the cemetery, past all that. You know what I'm saying? California. I think I bust a right on Mountain. Right? Bust a right on Mountain. Bust another right on Euclid. Right? Uh, Go down Goodall, right? This look, this is a route, man. You have to be from out there to understand what I'm describing to y'all, right? So anyway, during this chase, I run over fire hydrants, bro. It was like a movie. I ran over fire hydrant, the water shoot up in the air everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was having problems with the steering. It's like the steering was going out. So while I'm trying to turn here and turn here, I'm running into all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I remember going down Goodall. I hit a couple of more streets. You know what I'm saying? I try to turn, lose control of the car again. It was kids playing out there. Luckily, I was able to gain control of that car, man, just in time. You know what I'm saying? The car swerved. Bam. It swerved. I go down a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Run into a dead end, go up on the curb, bam, bam, bam. The car come to a complete stop, shut down everything, right? So, bam, I try to jump out the car and run. I get like a couple of feet. The dude on the police motorcycle, in the midst of all that, was able to regain his composure after running into that car wash wall and made his way. Remember, I told you I'm losing control of the car, so they own me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't put distance between. That car wasn't that fast. Seville's ain't that fast. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it had power steering. I think that's why it was tripping the way that it was. So anyway, I jump out the car, bam, try to run. That police motorcycle dude came out of nowhere, man, and tackled me. You know what I'm saying? Tackled me. So bam. Once they gaffled me up, they beat me. You know what I'm saying? My arm is still messed up to this day. I can flex it like this and you can hear a literal crack in my arm. Let me see. Y'all hear that? That's from them. They had my arm bent up. Them that broke it. Had this all the way, my arm was all the way to the back of my head, bent behind me, right? And in the midst of them holding my arm like that, they trying to break it, man. They socking me up, all that. You know what I'm saying? So by this time, like, a big crowd had gathered. You know what I'm saying? People was out there tripping. You know what I mean? So anyway, because of the fire hydrants, they got ran over, and you know what I'm saying? The mailboxes almost went inside somebody, drove literally inside somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? That final stop went up on the curb. That's the only thing that stopped me from going in that last house right there. So bam, anyway, they get me. You know what I'm saying? Beat me up. You know, throw me in the back of the police car. You know what I'm saying? Drive me to the this parking lot in the hood, and had the white people that I took the car from come by in the back of the police car, pulled me out. They identified me, right? So bam, I'm sitting there beat up. I'm in pain, hurting. You know what I'm saying? So bam, they don't take me to the L.A. County Jail. They take me to the hospital in L.A., the General Hospital in L.A., the one that's right across the street from Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall. The same hospital. I used to look out my back window when I was in Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall and see. That's the same hospital y'all see. I think it's on one of the soap operas. You know what I'm saying? That they always used to show that hospital, General Hospital. That's one of the staple hospitals in Los Angeles, downtown LA. You know what I'm saying? But they take me there, you know what I'm saying? Uh, get my injuries and all that treated, you know what I'm saying? Then bam, straight to the LA County Jail. You know what I mean? And that's how I got my whole little thing shut down. Didn't make the picnic, didn't make the video, didn't make nothing. All trying to floss a car that wasn't even mine, that I actually had talked myself out of taking, you know what I'm saying, in the first minute I was thinking about it, and then flushed all that out the window and still took the car like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Got in that high speed chase, man, and You know, that's how it pretty much ended for me. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the only high speed chase that I've been in, man. You know what I'm saying? So I might tell y'all more stories about, you know, the different stuff that I got into. I managed to get myself into as a youngster. You know what I mean? But I wanted to bring that to the round table, give y'all a little bit of you know, my backstory on when I was younger, doing stupid stuff, you know what I'm saying, that probably led up to, you know, me spending a whole bunch of time in jail and in prisons and all that, you know what I'm saying, just being young and dumb and doing stuff that I know I shouldn't have been doing, involving myself in, you know what I'm saying? So, you young dudes that happen to catch this, man, take from this story, listen to your first mind. If your first mind is telling you not to do it, don't do it, bro. It's not worth it. In the long run, it's not worth it because that shit stay with you. It stays with you. You know what I'm saying? So always listen to your right mind when it's telling you not to do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let this story be a lesson to you, man. You feel me? But look, on that note, I'm finna get up out of here. You know, me and my girl Golden got a movie to attend to. Actually, it's like a series. You know what I'm saying? That we finna get into on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Something that we always do. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, look, I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all doing y'all thing. I appreciate you all taking the time out to come sit at this round table with me and listen to this crazy story that you know of me being an idiot as a young dude. You know what I mean? But on that note, man, hey, y'all take care out there. Stay blessed, stay loving each other, stay positive. Till the next time we meet at this round table, love all y'all. Triple gang.